Alright, what we're going to do today, I've had a few questions on my track. I'm going to give you a little in-depth view of the track itself and the problem areas the drivers are having. Now, I'm not going to start at the start-finish line. Obviously there is an issue there, but I'm going to tell you about that after we get through this first curve here. So what I've got here is a nice 21 foot long straight. Now I have a left to right, or excuse me, right to left lane changer right there. Now the reason I have that is because anyone in the pit lane, they're going to be pulling out. You really don't want to be in the inside lane if there's somebody in the pits. So you want to actually change to the outside lane while somebody's in the pits. So once you get back up here, we're going to be coming into our first problem area. Now once you get somewhere up here to the first or second straight before the nice sweeping curve, you're going to be off the throttle totally. You're going to let the car coast through this curve. It will not obviously take the high speed, but the way the brakes are set up, the coast will take you probably most of the way through the curve. Now the first problem is track and driver issue. If you're on the outside lane, you've got this little jog here. That is my number one D-slot area for drivers on the the inside lane there. They get a little too confident going through here. That little jog throws everybody off and they D-slot. The outside lane is a non-issue. Everybody can drive that very easily. Another sweeping curve, not really any issue. Coming down through here, the whole thing is just one giant curve. Occasionally you get a D-slot here because somebody is taking the speed too much. That's really a non-issue though. I've got a double lane changer. Unfortunately it's under the bridge, but since I do not have on this track a lot of straights, that was the only place I could put it. So once you get through this curve, again, you're coming around. This is also a non-issue area, and once you get to here, all these 415s going every which way, you can almost treat it like a straight. Most cars can take it almost full throttle through here. You're coming all the way down, and you're coming into a 180. Again, it's a non-issue. Everybody can take this fairly well. You've got another double crossover here, and then just a nice big curve here. Occasionally you'll get somebody coming off here on the inside lane here, but that's just carrying too much speed. So we come into the big S's here. No issues here. Now there is an occasional problem here on the inside lane. You've got a nice constant radius. I take that back, it's not constant. You have a nice radius here, and the cars are working fine till they get to this little quarter-inch or quarter section straight. It kind of throws the car off balance because when they're sliding here, it comes back to here and wants to come back, but then you go right back into the curve. So you will get some cars de-slotting on that. Not a lot, but it does happen. Now, you obviously have your left to the right going into the inside lane because you're going to be going up into the pits. So when you cross the start-finish line at speed, the inside lane will throw the car out. There's no D-slots, but it upsets the car. Just to let you know, if you're going too fast, you'll be sideways through here. Now this is where it's all driver. You're coming up here again, you've got a nice gentle curve, but the inside lane driver is really overconfident because the inside lane is the preferred lane. This is the second trouble spot. It's actually the inside lane here because drivers are going so fast through here. The inside lane does D-slot, and that, like I said, is strictly driver related. The far one, like I was explaining, is driver and track, but this is strictly driver. If a driver could control this through here without getting too excited, he can definitely pull ahead. Now what's surprising, the outside lane here has, in this straight here, has a 0.2 of a volt advantage. The outside lane is faster in the straight only, and I don't know why. The jumpers are the same, but when you get to the track, there's a slight difference in voltage, so the outside lane definitely has an advantage in speed. So anyway, other than that, like I said, the inside lane, you have to get in the inside lane. I'm going too fast here. To go into the pits, and the pit, obviously, in my previous videos, you see I made it a double pit lane, and then it goes back to the single going out. So that's it. Like I said, it's just a basic track review and what to expect for the drivers. Like I said, the inside lane is the preferred lane, but it does have an issue if you're not paying attention. A good car on the outside lane will be within 1/10, maybe 2/10 of the inside lane if you're on the outside. So it's not that drastic of a difference, but there is a difference. So that's it. It gives you a good view of the track. And there, like I said, there are a couple problem areas, like that little straight there. But overall, it's a very fast, very easy to learn track. With just a slight little practice, you can really get good at it. And that's it. That's Saginaw Valley.